A machine that shouldn't exist, and yet does. Imagine hurling a 400-ton metal tube through the countryside at the speed of a light aircraft, threading it through mountain tunnels, around curves, and past cities, while hundreds of passengers sip tea without spilling a drop. Japan has been doing this every single day since 1964, with 0 passenger deaths from derailment. That's not luck. That's 6 interlocking engineering systems, each one solving a specific problem that would otherwise make the whole thing impossible. The beautiful thing is how the systems build on each other. The conical wheels self-center automatically, but they still need the precision track to work on. The track guides the bogies, but the bogies need the active tilt system to handle curves at full speed. The tilt system reads GPS data, but all of that only matters if the aerodynamic nose keeps the energy demand manageable in tunnels. Remove any one piece and the others fail. Together, they create something that feels like magic. Why doesn't every country have this? Mostly cost and existing infrastructure. Building a dedicated bullet train line, no freight, no level crossings, no sharp bends, costs billions per kilometer. Countries with older rail networks often can't justify tearing everything up to start again. But where it's been built, it has transformed how people think about distance entirely. The Shinkansen made Tokyo and Osaka feel like 2 ends of the same city. That's what happens when you refuse to accept that high speed and safety are in conflict, and instead engineer your way out of the problem entirely. Picture this: Japan, 1930s. The country runs on coal, steam, and stubborn optimism. A railway engineer named Shinji Sogo looks at the slow, cramped train crawling between Tokyo and Osaka, 8 hours for 515 kilometers, and decides the number is wrong. Not a little wrong, catastrophically wrong. He wants to cut it to 3 hours. At a time when no train on Earth had broken 200 kilometers an hour in regular service, this wasn't ambition, it was borderline madness. And yet, he was right. What makes the origin story of the bullet train so extraordinary isn't just the engineering, it's the human story underneath it. A dream that survived a world war, a politician who fought for approval and then immediately walked away. The most remarkable moment might be what Sogo did the day the government approved the Shinkansen project. After years of fighting bureaucrats, defending budgets, and outlasting skeptics, he resigned. Not because he failed, because his job was done. He had lived for one purpose, achieved it, and stepped aside. The train was more important than his career. The 1964 launch was pure theater, and deliberately so. Japan had endured atomic bombs, occupation, and near-total economic collapse just 19 years earlier. Now the whole world's press was gathered in Tokyo for the Olympics, and 9 days before the opening ceremony, a gleaming white train slid out of Tokyo Station at twice the speed anything in Europe or America could manage. The message was unmistakable. We're back, and we brought the future with us. What came next was even more impressive than the launch. Keeping that promise, day after day, decade after decade, across earthquakes, typhoons, and millions upon millions of journeys without a single passenger death from derailment. That is the achievement that truly changed history. It proved that speed and safety weren't a trade-off. They were a design choice.